Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jack Heckman Field for this afternoon's Legion baseball game here on Zaleski Sports, the sports leader in online sports broadcasting in central Wisconsin. Defense for Marshfield Post 54, who are hosting Eau Claire. At catcher is Peter Earl. The DH is Dane Dietelm. Camden Dahl on the mound. Cale Weisenberger at third. Chandler Schmidt, the shortstop. Karsten Jersley at second. Logan Homolka at first. Colton Schillinger in right. Nick Urban in center and Riley Bowman in left. My first Legion baseball for Marshfield. And it's a beautiful, sultry day here on July 4th weekend. A lot of people had the day off. They worked on Friday since July 4th was on a Sunday. What a nice way to enjoy an afternoon on the 4th of July weekend, then catch some Legion baseball. Eau Claire is going to be on the field for, well, wait a minute, Lake. Let's not get excited here. I'm correct. Going to get used to different colors here as Marshfield is in white. Going to make sure I get my pitcher down, too. It's a wonderful afternoon here in Marshfield for baseball. That's all I can tell you. Eau Claire in the black jerseys with the white numbers and red trim along with the white, gray pants. And leading off for them will be their catcher, number 22, Jake Becker. Facing Camden Dahl on the mound for Marshfield. Dahl's first pitch. Strike. So Becker behind 0-1. Just underway here in Marshfield. Dahl's pitch. Low and away, ball one. Count even at 1. The pitch from Dahl. Swung on, hit the center field. Nick Urban camps under it. One away. Urban with the catch. Sam Feck, the third baseman, steps in for Eau Claire. Nice catch by Nick Urban in center. Dahl threw 3 pitches and got it out. Feck bats from the left side, and he will play third. The pitch from Dahl. No, it's going to get over the head of Karsten Jersley. One of those little bleeders. And he'll pick up a single. So Feck is on with 1 away. The shortstop now, Dylan O'Connell, will step in to the batter's box for Eau Claire. He wears number 2. Bats from the right side. My name is Joe Anderson, joined by producer Vincent Villarreal and cameraman Ethan Lecker. Hope you enjoy our broadcast this afternoon. The pitch, swung on, no, held up, ball 1 to O'Connell. Sam Feck at first. Dahl from the stretch, and the pitch. Swung on, chop, third baseline. Foul ball past Cale Weisenberger. Count even at 1 to O'Connell. So O'Connell with a count even at 1. Feck at first for Eau Claire. Dahl from the stretch. And the pitch. High, ball 2. 2-1, the count. Taking care of some technical issues here, so we will make sure that the graphics are up to date here in a couple of seconds. I'll keep you abreast of what the count is. And the pitch inside. Oh, it hit him.
Good. All right. That's not you out there.
So Dahl's pitch hits O'Connell.
Yeah.
2 on, 1 out. And the center
nothing
fielder,
here, three.
Campbell
Just pitching strikes
Kapanke,
here.
will step in.
Kale, I run to you. Touch.
I don't think I'd want to be wearing black today. It's pretty hot and muggy. Peter Earl will come out to talk to his pitcher, Camden Dahl. Just want to redo the signals and make sure they're on the same page. Infield fly situation for the umpires. This is Campbell Kapanke, the batter. Called strike 1. 1 away here in the top of the first. Eau Claire versus Marshfield here in Legion Baseball.
All right.
Dahl from the stretch. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Going to drop in between Schmidt and Urban.
You're cut.
Now we have bases loaded and 1 out. That's Kapanke with a single to left field. Over the head of Chandler Schmidt. It just kind of blooped in front of Riley Bauman. Now Camden Dahl is really in a pickle. He's going to go from the windup now. The bases are loaded. And the pitch from Dahl. Swung on, hit to Urban in center. He's going to camp under it. It's going to drop in front of him. 1 run is in. And Sam Feck comes in to score the game's first run. O'Connell now at third. Colin Kapanke at second. And Redwine with the RBI. Dahl's pitch away from Campbell Windishausen, the left fielder.
Young money bunny.
Jack Redwine with that RBI single for Eau Claire. Windishausen takes and swings for strike 1. Count is even at 1. Eau Claire has 10 players available today. 1 reserve only. Pitch from Dahl. Swung on, chopper. Weisenberger gloves it, throws it over to first, gets the out.
Hey, we got 1.
O'Connell will score on that play. So it's now 2-0 Eau Claire. Kapanke advances to third. Jack Redwine at second. 2 outs. Connor Lacey, the first baseman. The number 7 hitter. Facing Camden Dahl. Swung on, chopper. And it's gloved by Weisenberger. He gloved it, but didn't get, there was no force. Kapanke comes in and scores the 3rd run of the ball game here in the top of the first.
I'm sorry, Redwine. So Kapanke scores on that play. It's now 3-0. Runners at first and third now. And here's Calvin Lacey.
Got to give Lacey a base hit and an RBI. Kelvin Lacey, the second baseman, the 8th hitter here, and the top of the first for Eau Claire. The pitch. Ball 1. I believe they're brothers. I would think they were brothers, Connor and Kelvin. First and second base as well. It's 3-0. Eau Claire, the pitch from Dahl swung on, hit to Urban in center field. He's going to camp under it and makes the final out of the inning. 8 batters come to bat for Eau Claire. 3 runs scored. Half an inning in, it's Eau Claire 3 and Marshfield coming to bat. We will be.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Keep moving ahead with the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The summer tire event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Back here at Jack Hackman Field, correction on that hit by Connor Lacey. That was a fielder's choice. He'll get the RBI. Thanks, Mike Steinwagner. Know you're watching. He's always got my back. Hey, friends, it's time for me to talk to you about Fleet Farm. Join Fleet Farm Rewards. Earn points to save even more on things you already buy at Fleet Farm. It's free to sign up. Plus, there's no credit card required. Start earning points today with Fleet Farm Rewards. Fleet Farm, proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Thade Brever, the pitcher for Eau Claire. And he will face the leadoff hitter, Peter Earl, for Marshfield. And he lays a nice bunt down the first base line, and he's going to beat it out. Caught the defense off guard. Nice bunt. Lacey fielded it, Connor Lacey. Thade Brever was covering, but Earl beat it out. The defense for Eau Claire. Brever the pitcher, Jake Becker at catching, Connor Lacey at first, Kelvin Lacey at second, Sam Feck at third, Dylan O'Connell, shortstop, Camden Windishausen in left, Colin Kompanke in center, and Jack Redwine in right. Chandler Schmidt, the shortstop now, batting for post 54. Brever, the lefty, with the pitch, called strike one. Schmidt in the hole, 0-1. Peter Earl at first. And the throw back from Brever to Lacey. Earl's back in time. That left fielder has to make sure that he doesn't cross that left leg over the right one. Popped up by Schmidt out of play. 0-2. Otherwise, that's a balk. He's got a very deliberate motion, Thade Brever. As you watch that left lead leg, or pardon me, the right lead leg. Checks the runner. That ball outside. 1-2. Schmidt now 1-2. The pitch from Brever. No, he throws it back to first. Ooh, close play. Earl just back in time. It looked like from here, he just snuck under that tag. 1-2 to Schmidt. Earl at first. Pretty decent lead. Brever's keeping him honest. The pitch. Popped up. Calvin Lacey. No. Who's going to get it? The shortstop does. Dylan O'Connell. So one away here in the bottom of the first. Logan Homolka, the first baseman, coming to bat for Marshfield. Homolka, the left-handed batter, faces the lefty Thade Brever. Brever from the stretch. Makes the check. Pitches outside for ball one. Logan Homolka, sporting number 21. These uniforms for Marshfield, very reminiscent of the 80s White Sox jerseys. Brever's pitch. Called a strike on the outside corner. Count even at 1. Doug Fleeter is the head coach for Eau Claire. Head coach for Marshfield is Josh Schmitz. Brever keeping Earl honest at first. The pitch way outside, and Earl's going to take second very easily. Tried an off-speed pitch, and it got away from him. Swung on, hit to Windeshausen and left. No, it's going to be out of play over the third baseline. Sam Feck took about 2 steps and stopped. Knew it was going out. 2-2 to count to Logan Homolka. Peter Earl now at second for Marshfield. The pitch swung on right to Connor Lacey, who will get the put out. 2 away as the DH Dane Dietelm will step in for Marshfield. Earl is at third on the play. So 2 outs. Dane Dietelm is batting for the pitcher, Camden Dahl. Number 8. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Dietelm, a product of Athens. Pitch from Brever. Call the ball. Count even at 1. Two outs. Peter Earl at third. The pitch from Brever. Inside. Gets away from the catcher, Jake Becker. And Earl's going to come across to score on the wild pitch. Dietelm now ahead on the count, 2-1. 1 run scored. That wild pitch from Brever, Jake Becker couldn't handle it. Unless he was about 11 feet tall, he could have. The pitch from Brever swung on, hit to Calvin Lacey. Goal gets past him. So a base hit for Dane Dietelm. With a 2-out single. The left fielder now, Riley Bauman, will step in for post 54. Sports number 25. And he will bat from the right side. Brever, the left-handed pitcher for Eau Claire. Comes from the stretch. Dietelm at first. He checks him. The pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Is that Brewer or Brever? I'm thinking it might be Brewer. We're going to call him Thade Brewer. And if I've been saying it incorrect, pardon me, Eau Claire fans. That pitch called ball 2. 2-0. Sometimes reading the handwriting of the coaches is a little kind of trying to decipher hieroglyphics. Pitch from Brewer, swung on, popped up. Who's going to call it? Jake Becker, the catcher, and makes the catch for out number 3. 1 run in for Marshfield. After 1 inning complete, it's Eau Claire 3 and Marshfield 1. Back after
Scotty's
this.
Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118. Jason Zaleski here to tell you that Hewitt's Meat has you covered with simple, easy, and free home delivery. Residents of North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota, Iowa, Illinois, and Wisconsin get free. That's right, free delivery on every order from Hewitt'sMeats.com. Choose from bratwurst, wieners, bacon, jerky, sausage, cheeses, ham, snack sticks, gift boxes, and even the popular grillers. With over 50 flavors of bratwurst, Hewitt's Meat with free delivery will please your entire family. Visit the store in Tomahawk, Marshfield, or Hewitt's Meat on Facebook today.
Watching that Hewitt Meat commercial made me hungry. Yummy. Thinking about hot dogs now. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Draxler Transport has flatbed driving opportunities that pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxler Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. Draxler Transport is a family-oriented company that treats you like family. Visit DraxlerTransport.com to apply today. Top of the second inning now for post 53 Eau Claire, and it'll be the number 9 hitter, Thade Brewer, the pitcher, facing Camden Dahl. And the pitch from Dahl, swung on, popped up. Nick Urban is going to camp under it. First out, 1 pitch, 1 out. Urban's had a busy afternoon so far. Top of the order now, Jake Becker, who flew out to Urban in the first inning, comes to bat. Kind of some ominous clouds in the sky. We're kind of hoping that they hold off. The pitch. Ball 1. No, I'm not always hungry, Mike. Camden Dahl delivers. Swung on and a miss for Becker, strike 1. Count even. Ball and a strike. The pitch from Camden Dahl. Swung on. It's going to hit to Colton Schillinger in right. Second baseman's going to call him off. Karsten Jersley with the catch. Good hustle by Jersley for the second out. Good hustle by Karsten Jersley to make that catch. 2 away now as Sam Feck, the third baseman, steps in for his second at bat. Single and a run scored in the top of the first for Mr. Feck. Swung on, hit down the first baseline, foul. Strike 1. Sam Feck batting from the left-hand side of the plate. Facing the righty, Camden Dahl. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Guess who? Nick Urban. Makes the catch. So 3 up and 3 down for Eau Claire. Inning and a half complete. It's Eau Claire 3 and Marshfield 1. Back after this.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Back here from Jack Hackman Field. It's a pleasure working with one of the best producers in the business, Vincent Villarreal. Thanks, Vinny. He loves me as well. That's great. Camden Dahl kind of settled down there in the second after giving up 3 runs in the first. See if Marshfield can chip away a little bit more as Nick Urban will lead off the bottom of the second. He's had a pretty busy afternoon in center field. Urban bats from the left side, and Brewer, the left-handed pitcher. The pitch, high and away, ball 1. Nick Urban sports number 10 on his back. Pitch from Brewer, swung on, driven to his counterpart, Colin Kapanke in center, and he can't get it. The wind is kind of funky today. If we can get a shot of the flag sometime, it looks, you know, it's wind that's kind of coming from the southwest. The field faces southeast, so we got a crossed wind, and you think the ball's going to come at you, and it just kind of floats and holds up. So I'll give Kapanke the benefit of the doubt on that. Colton Schillinger, the right fielder, now batting for Marshfield. Pitch from Brewer. Strike 1. Colton Schillinger's first at bat here. He's in the number 7 spot. So Thade Brewer. The pitch. Swung on. It's going to go into right center drop in front of Jack Redwine. And it's going to get by the center fielder. So a double for Colton Schillinger. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first. Ball dropped in front of Redwine and got past him. Colin Kapanke had to gun it back in. Now you got runners at second and third with nobody out for Karsten Jersley, the second baseman. His first at bat. Jersley sees strike 1. Jersley's first at bat. He is the number 8 hitter for post 54. Brewer's pitch, high and away, ball 1. Nobody out. Nick Urban at third, Colton Schillinger second, and Karsten Jersley at the dish. And the pitch, swung on, foul back towards us for strike number 2. 1-2 the count. Brewer delivers. Knocked down by Jake Becker, the catcher. Kind of gives a look to Nick Urban at third. So they're going to talk it over, Becker and Brewer, catcher and pitcher. Becker comes back behind the plate. Count is 1-2 to Karsten Jersley. Base hit will score 1, maybe 2. And the pitch from Brewer. Swung on up the middle, right to the shortstop, Dylan O'Connell. He guns to first and gets the out. So Jersley will get an RBI. Urban scores. And Colton Schillinger will advance to third with 1 out. The number 9 hitter, Cale Weisenberger, now at bat for Marshfield. His first at bat. Strike 1 called. Brewer's pitch, low and inside for ball 1. Weisenberger, the number 9 hitter in the order for Marshfield. The pitch from Brewer, struck, hit to, going to go in the hole between Lacey and Lacey. 1 run is in. We are now tied at 3. Top of the order now comes up, and Peter Earl, who led off the bottom of the first with a bunt, and reached and scored. 1 on, 1 out. Score tied at 3. Thade Brewer's pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. Don't often see the catcher leading off, but Mr. Earl has done well on that spot today. Off-speed pitch is high and away from Brewer. Count even at 1. Give a shout out to our cameraman, too, Ethan Lecker down there. Thanks, Ethan. Brewer checks the runner. Goes to the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Earl didn't give Brewer much time to even work a count as he took the first pitch and bunted it beautifully down the first baseline in his first at bat. 1-2 the count. The pitch swung on, hit to Windeshausen in the left, and it's going to drop in front of him. So 2 singles. And they will have a courtesy runner come in for Earl, and that's going to be number 4. And on my roster, number 4 is Parker Week. So Week at first. And that goes foul down the third baseline. Parker Week at first. Cale Weisenberger at second. We're tied at 3, and there's 1 out. Chandler Schmidt, his second at bat, grounded out to the shortstop, or popped out. Swung on. Gets past Sam Feck at third. And now we've got bases loaded. Weisenberger at third, Week at second. And Chandler Schmidt with a single. Logan Homolka steps in. Grounded out to the first baseman, his first at bat. So bases loaded, nobody out. And the pitch from Brewer high, ball 1. And the pitch swung on. Weisenberger will drift under it in foul territory and make the catch. And he gets the RBI. That's one of those situations where you were better off letting it drop in foul territory. It's now 4-3. Weak at second. Schmidt at first. 2 away. Dane Dietelm, the DH, singled his first at bat. Takes ball 1. Three runs here in the bottom of the second for Marshfield. Brewers pitch outside for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Dietelm. Brewer comes set, checks the runners, delivers, swung on, hit to the shortstop. O'Connell gloves it, throws it to first for out number 3. Three-run second for the Marshfield Blue Devils, and they now lead 4-3 after 2 complete. We'll come back after these messages.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Joe Anderson here for Zaleski Sports from beautiful Jack Heckman Field in Marshfield. Broadcasting to you this afternoon, Legion Baseball. As Marshfield post 54 hosts Eau Claire post number 53. 2 innings complete, and Marshfield leads Eau Claire 4-3. As we head to the 3rd inning, Dylan O'Connell, the shortstop, comes to bat for post 53. He was hit by a pitch in the 1st inning and scored a run. Takes ball 1. Camden Dahl, after kind of a shaky 1st inning, has settled down. As we head to the 3rd inning, ball 2. So O'Donnell ahead in the count, 2-0. O'Connell, the number 3 hitter in the lineup for Eau Claire. Dahl delivers ball 3. 3-0 the count. Dahl in the windup. The pitch inside for ball 4 for 4 straight balls. We'll bring up the center fielder, Campbell Kapanke. A single and a run scored in the top of the 1st for Mr. Kapanke. Nobody out. Dylan O'Connell at first. So number 3 batting against number 3, the pitcher. Dahl from the stretch, checks the runner, delivers. Strike. 5th pitch is a strike here in the top of the 3rd. Dahl will check the runner. Delivery. And that is high for ball 1. Logan Homolka keeping O'Connell close at first. And the pitch. And Earl tried to frame that. Kompanke wasn't budging. 2-1 the count. Dahl comes set and pitches. Ball 3. Just as I said, Dahl was settling down. Now he's having a rough third inning. Second inning, 1, 2, 3, boom, boom, boom. Third inning now. Struggling to find the strike zone. And the pitch. Swung on. Hit foul down the left field line. Full count now, 3-2. Here's the pitch. Inside, ball 4. So 2 straight walks to start out the top of the third. So we'll have a chat on the mound between coach and pitcher. It gives me time, ladies and gentlemen, to talk to you about Spectrum Benefit Solutions. With offices throughout central Wisconsin, Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. Find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started. We have the conference on the mound. Jack Redwine will step in now. Dylan O'Connell at second. Colin Kompanke at first. Nobody out. Here in the top of the third. Marshfield leading 4-3. Redwine takes ball 1. Redwine with a single in the top of the first and got stranded at third. Dahl's pitch swung on, fouled back. Count even at 1. As my late father would say, the weather is sultry. It's just kind of muggy. There is a breeze. It's not coming much in here into the press box, but I'd rather be in here than sitting out in the sun, that's for sure. Count even at 1 to Redwine. The pitch from Dahl. Swung on. Hit to Schillinger in right. Homolka gives chase. And goes foul. Nearly had a collision there. Kind of seen some of those in Major League Baseball where they don't hear each other. Usually the infielder will call off any outfielder. So the count is 1-2 to Redwine. Camden Dahl gets the signs from Peter Earl. He comes set and delivers. Swung on. Hit to Schillinger in right. He makes the catch. And both runners move up 90 feet. So you got 1 out. Camden Windeshausen grounded out to the third baseman, his first at bat. So Windeshausen steps in with runners in scoring position. See if Dahl can work out of this jam here. Runners at the corners with 1 out. Strike. Yep. Blue today is very deliberate with his balls and strike calls. Everybody's different. Dahl will throw to Homolka. So Kapanke at first, O'Connell at third. The pitch swung on, hit the Weisenberger, and it's going to go in for a base hit and an RBI. So Windeshausen ties the game with a base hit to left. Connor Lacey, the first baseman, with a fielder's choice in the first inning and an RBI. Still one away. We're tongue-tied here. Score is tied at 4. And the pitch from Dahl. Swing and a miss, strike one. Dahl gets the signs, comes set, and delivers. Swung on, popped up in the infield. Logan Homolka calls everybody off and makes the putout. Two away now as Kelvin Lacey, the second baseman, steps in. He flew out to Nick Urban, his first at bat. One run is in here in the top of the third. Strike one. Kelvin Lacey in the hole, 0-1. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Tied at 4. And the pitch from Dahl. Swung on, hit. It's going to be gloved by Jersley, but not in time. I am going to give him an infield single. My friend Mike Steinwagner may disagree with me, but I'm going to give him a single. That was a tough play. Bases loaded with 2 outs as the pitcher, Thade Brewer, steps in. He flew out to Nick Urban, his first at bat. Dahl will go from the windup now that the bases are loaded. Swung on, hit the Bauman in left. Nope, it's going to go out of play. I'm sitting back a ways. I'm not right up in front. And I've got a pillar that kind of blocks a view of where the ball is going. So pardon me for that, ladies and gentlemen. Dahl ahead in the count, 0-1 in the pitch. Make that 0-2. See if Dahl can get out of this inning with only 1 run scored. And strike 3 to end the inning. 1 run in on 2 hits and 3 left on. 2.5 inning complete. It's 4-4, Eau Claire and Marshfield. Back after this.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Roof Tech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Roof Tech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Roof Tech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Roof Tech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Roof Tech online at rooftechllc.com or Roof Tech LLC on Facebook.
Welcome back to Jack Hackman Field for Legion Baseball, Marshfield and Eau Claire. Eau Claire, top of the first, scored 3. And in the first inning, Marshfield with 1, but took the lead in the second with 3. And the score was tied by a run for Eau Claire in the top of the third. We head to the bottom of the third. And Riley Bellman leading it off, the left fielder. And he takes ball 1 to start off the bottom of the third. Thad Brewer, the pitcher for Eau Claire. And a diving catch for Camden Windeshausen to get the out. Nick Urban, the center fielder, will bat now for Marshfield. That was a great play by Windeshausen in left. So Urban with a single and a run scored in the second. Now the batter. Brewer's pitch. He bunts it high. Is it going to be able to be played by Becker? And does so. 2 up, 2 down. Colton Schillinger steps into the batter's box for Marshfield. Single and run scored in inning number 2. So Brewer, after a tough second inning, gets the first 2 batters here in the third. Schillinger swings it foul. Back against the screen, 0-1. Sun's still out here at Jack Hackman, but the clouds kind of seem to come and go. They look a little interesting to the southwest. We are predicted for some rain possibly sometime today or tonight. Ball 1 to Schillinger. Count even at it, ball and a strike. Pitch from Brewer. Hit him. Kind of threw the bat in disgust. Schillinger now at first with 2 away is Karsten Jersley, who grounded out to the shortstop but picked up an RBI in the second inning. Comes to bat. Brewer will snap throw to first. Schillinger in plenty of time. Connor Lacey, first baseman for Eau Claire. The pitch. And Schillinger with a stolen base. Two outs. Colton Schillinger at second. 1-0 the count to Jersley. Brewer gets the sign. And the pitch. Inside and low. Gets away from Becker. And Schillinger will advance to third on the pass ball. And Jersley in the driver's seat now. 2-0 the count. Brewer's pitch. High, ball 3. Jersley, the number 8 hitter in the lineup for Marshfield. There's strike 1. Go ahead run at third for Marshfield. And the pitch from Brewer. Chopper foul left third base side. Full count now. Brewer from the windup in the pitch. Ball 4. So Jersley works a walk. 2 out here in the third, the first 2 batters. And now Brewer has given up, has hit a batter and given up a walk. The number 9 hitter, Cale Weisenberger, will step in. He singled in the second inning and scored a run, got an RBI. Swung on, hit the right field, and Redwine can't handle it. 1 run's going to come in. Jersley's coming in, and 2 runs are in. Two outs, your runners can go. They're going to just take off when they hear the ball hit. 2 RBIs for Weisenberger. Gets a double. Outfield is an adventure today, ladies and gentlemen. The way the wind is kind of, it'll all of a sudden pick up and it'll just go away. 2 runs in with 2 outs as the leadoff hitter, Peter Earl, steps in. Takes ball 1. Earl in the afternoon with 2 singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. He's now ahead 2-0. Brewer struggling here after he got the first 2 batters at the bottom of the third on 3 pitches. Brewer comes set. Swung on, hit, foul right field side. It's going to almost be caught by Connor Lacey. Kind of a tough catch. Good hustle by Connor Lacey. 2-1 the count. 2 away. Weisenberger left on is at second. The pitch swung on, missed, strike 2. Swung on, foul out of play, right field side. 2-2 the count. 2 outs. Weisenberger at second. 2 runs are in. Marshfield now with the lead 6-4. And the pitch from Brewer. Swung on, hit down third base. Right to Sam Feck for out number 3. Marshfield will score 2 runs here in the bottom of the third on 1 hit and 1 left on. We've got 3 in the books. Marshfield 6, Eau Claire 4. Back after this.
Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement. Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium, company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood.
Back here at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Just watch that Grassland commercial. I drive by there when I do my big circle drive on my motorcycle. It's down the road from me in Loyal. That plant has grown in size as the years have gone by. Gives me a chance, ladies and gentlemen, as kind of get things set up here. Talk to you about awards and more. Awards and More is your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. Visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. We head to the fourth inning with Marshfield leading 6-4. Camden Dahl still on the bump for post 54. And he will face the top of the order, Jake Becker. Becker flew out in both of his at-bats, center field and second. And takes ball one as we start the top of the fourth. Leadoff hitter, Jake Becker, swings, and going to be fouled out of play right field side. Count even at 1. Dahl from the windup. And that's low and away for ball 2. And the pitch from Dahl. And it's 3-1. Becker ahead in the count, 3-1. And here is the pitch. Strike 2. Count is full to Jake Becker. Game moving along quite well here. And Dahl's pitch. Swung on, hit. Center field's going to drop in between Urban and Schillinger. Becker picks up his first hit of the afternoon. Sam Feck now steps in. Feck on the afternoon with a single, a run scored, and flew out to center field. So 1 for 2. Feck batting from the left-hand side of the plate. Dahl will be strike 1. And we have a pinch runner or a courtesy runner at first. Not sure who it was. I picked it up. 0-1 to Feck. And the pitch swung on right to Homolka to second. And the Schmidt's throw gets wild. Is it going to dugout? Believe there might have been interference called, so Feck is ruled out as well. So we had a double play here. Dylan O'Connell, first pitch. His second time he's gotten nailed by Camden Dahl. Not sure the explanation on that play. Feck, if he had been ruled safe, it would have been he would have received a fielder's choice. He hit it to Logan Homolka, who threw out Jake Becker at second. And Feck, I believe, might have been called out for interference. Got to run in that line. They got to give you a little bit of leeway. But I'm not going to speculate. O'Connell at first, and Colin Kapanke, the batter. Count even at 1. Kapanke with a single and a run scored in the first, and a walk in the third. Count even at 1 with 2 outs. O'Connell at first base. Dahl, the pitcher, delivers. Swung on, hit, popped up to Schillinger in right field. He calls him off. He's coming under and makes the catch for out number 3. Nobody, one left on, and no hits. Or pardon me, 1 hit, 1 left on, no runs scored. We have 3.5 complete. Marshfield 6 and Eau Claire 4. Back after this.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Back here in Jack Hackman Field, we had a discussion up here in the box. The reason why that was a double play is that Jake Becker did not slide on that close play at second and ruled for interference. That's why the call was made and the double play occurred. And Chandler Schmidt with a home run. I didn't barely even get the words out of my mouth. And Schmidt with a home run. Oh. Goodness sakes, I got to get my eyes checked. It hit the top of the wall, and he's going to be given a double. So a double for Chandler Schmidt as Logan Homolka steps in. Ground out and a fly out this afternoon. Brewers pitch. 2-0. Swung on. Hit the right field. Redwine gives chase. And past Redwine. And we're going to have a run scored here. No, he held him up at third. So back-to-back doubles for Marshfield. Nobody out, 2 on. Steps up with a single and a ground out. So 1 for 2 on the afternoon. Chance for Marshfield to increase their lead here as Dietelm steps in. Brewers pitch, swung on a miss, strike 1. The pitch from Brewer. Strike. Swung on, popped up, out of play. 0-2 count to Detail here in the bottom of the fourth. And the pitch. Did he hold up? Yes, he did. Held up. Ball one. Dane Diethelm, the designated hitter this afternoon for Marshfield. Runners at first, at second, and nobody out for the Blue Devils. And the pitch from Brewer. Swung on right to Calvin Lacey. Nobody moved. One away as Riley Bauman, the left fielder, steps in. 0 for 2 on the afternoon with 2 flyouts. Brewer would try to hope to get out of this inning without any damage, but he's got runners at second and third, and that first pitch is a ball. Schmidt's at third, Homolka at second, one away. Swung on, hit the left field, and foul. As Camden Windishausen gave chase, but it was foul. If he could have straightened that out, that would have been a 3-run homer. So Bauman with a big hit, but foul. Count even at a ball on the strike. Here's the pitch from Brewer. Outside for ball 2. Brewer not much success with that off-speed pitch. I think he's trying to throw a change. Here's the pitch. Inside for ball 3. Bauman ahead of the count, 3-1. And the pitch from Brewer. Swung on, hit the left field. And is that one going to off the wall? So 1 run is in. 2 runs are in. So a 2-run double for Riley Bauman. Homolka and Schmidt both score. It's now 8-4 Marshfield over Eau Claire. Nick Urban, the center fielder, steps in with a single and popped up to the catcher. And a run scored on the day. And takes ball 1. 2 runs in so far for Marshfield here in the bottom of the fourth. Ball 2. Riley Bauman at second. And the pitch. Strike. You knew Bauman, if he got the right pitch, he was going to nail it to the outfield. And he did. Jake Becker comes out to talk to Thad Brewer. Urban ahead of the count, 2-1. Lefty versus lefty. Swung on. Center field. Kapanke, no, drops. And everybody moves up 90 feet. So Colton Schillinger will step in now with runners in scoring position. And Brewer struggling here in the fourth. Swung, fouled back. 0-1 the count to Colton Schillinger. He is 1 for 1 on the afternoon with a single, stolen base. He was hit by a pitch and scored 2 runs. And ahead in the count, or pardon me, behind 0-1. Count even at 1. As Brewer's pitch was in the dirt. And the pitch, high and away, ball 2. 2-1 the count. 2 runs have scored here in the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch from Brewer. Swung on, fouled. No, down the third base line. 1 run is in. So Schillinger picks up an RBI single. Urban advances to third. Schillinger at first, and Karsten Jersley, the second baseman, comes to bat. 0 for 1 in the afternoon, a ground out, a walk, and a run scored, and an RBI. And the pitch from Brewer swung on, fouled back, strike 1. Seventh batter of the inning for Marshfield. Jersley, the number 8 hitter. Brewer checks the runner at first and throws that pitch outside. Nobody's going. Schillinger will get the stolen base. As Kelvin Lacey took the throw and looked back. Nick Urban at third. Now it's 2-1. To Karsten Jersley. Nick Urban at third. Colton Schillinger at second. The pitch from Brewer. Swung on, hit to left center field. Kapanke drifts under it, catches it. And another run is in as Nick Urban comes in on the sac fly by Jersley. It's now 10-4, Marshfield. Schillinger advances 90 feet to third. So you got 1 out, or 2 outs. The number 9 hitter, Cale Weisenberger. 2 for 2 in the afternoon down the right field line, and it's going to be out of play. Connor Likely gives chase, but it's out of play. Weisenberger, 3 RBIs on the afternoon. A single and a double and a run scored. Down in the count 0-1. To Thade Brewer, the pitcher for Eau Claire. He delivers, swung on a miss, strike 2. Weisenberger, the number 9 hitter in the Marshfield lineup. The pitch, swung on, miss, strike 3. 4 runs here in the bottom of the 4th. As Marshfield increases the lead over Eau Claire 10-4. 4 in the books. Back after these messages.
From first contact at Dental Clinic of Marshfield, their dentists are committed to your individual attention and strive to provide personalized oral health care. They work hard to create the ultimate stress-free and comfortable dental experience. It is their mission to educate and provide the patients with the best dental care in Central Wisconsin. Whether you're looking for information on implants, teeth whitening, crowns, orthodontics, dentures, or any dental service, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has it for you. You can book your appointment online at dentalclinicofmarshfield.com or give them a call at one of their 3 locations in Marshfield, Stratford, or Neillsville today.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Back here at Jack Heckman Field as Marshfield has increased their lead to over Eau Claire 10-4. 4 runs scored in the bottom of the fourth on 5 hits, and 1 was left on. Camden Dahl still on the bump for post 54. And he will face Jack Redwine to lead off the top of the 5th. Redwine on the afternoon, a single and a flyout and an RBI. So Camden Dahl facing the left-hander Jack Redwine, and a swing and a miss for strike 1. After a shaky first inning, Camden Dahl has really settled down, only given 1 run up since, giving up 3 in the top of the first. Ball 1. Low and away. Count even at 1 to Redwine. Camden Dahl's pitch. Swung on, strike 2. One and 2 to count to Jack Redwine. And Dahl delivers. He slaps it to the center fielder, Nick Urban. And Urban camps under it and gets out number 1. Nick Urban's had a pretty busy afternoon. Five putouts on the afternoon for Nick Urban in center field. Camden Windishausen, the left fielder, steps in for Eau Claire. RBI, a single, and a ground out for the afternoon for this young man. The pitch from Dahl outside, ball 1. Shaky start for post 54, but they've gotten it together and scored 10 runs here. Did he swing? No, he did not. He held up, so he gets the benefit of the doubt. It's 2-0 the count. And the pitch is down and away. 3-0 the count to Windishausen. Don't mean to jinx the pitchers when I say they're doing well. As soon as I say that, then they give up a hit or a walk or a hit by pitch. Dahl's ball 4. So Windishausen at first. The number 7 hitter, Connor Lacey, the first baseman, 0 for 2 on the afternoon. As Dahl will go to the stretch. Windishausen back in time as Logan Homolka makes that catch and puts the tag on, but Windishausen safely in. From the stretch, the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast this afternoon. Joe Anderson bringing you play-by-play on Zaleski Sports. The pitch from Dahl. Swung on, fouled back, strike 1. Count is even, ball and a strike. Connor Lacey. The pitch from Dahl. Swung on, hit to Weisenberger. He gloves it, throws it to Jersley at second. Not in time to get the double play. So Lacey will get the fielder's choice. Two outs now here in the inning. Connor Lacey at first as Kelvin Lacey steps in and takes strike one. Kelvin Lacey on the afternoon. 1 for 2, a single, and a flyout. Kelvin takes and swings for strike 2. Connor Lacey at first. Peter Earle's going to come out and talk to his pitcher, Camden Dahl. Want to make sure they got their signals together and what they're going to do here. Whole plane umpire, got to give a shout out to him. I've done this in this kind of heat and humidity, had all that gear on. You end up feeling like a sponge when you're done. So Kelvin Lacey swings, hits at the shortstop. Chandler Schmidt gloves it, flips it over to Jersley for out number 3. 1 left on, no hits, and no runs scored. We've got 4.5 complete. It's Marshfield 10 and Eau Claire 4. Back after this.
Feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Citizens State Bank of Loyal is your independently owned community bank with locations just a short drive or walk from where you work and live. Citizens State Bank of Loyal invites you to a banking relationship that will always put you first. Personal, business, and agricultural services provided by people that live just across town and around the corner. At Citizens State Bank of Loyal, we pride ourselves in our involvement in the communities we serve. See us today in Neelsville, Marshfield, Spencer, Granton, and Loyal. Citizens State Bank of Loyal, an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back to hot and humid Marshfield. It's hot and humid everywhere. It's sticky. Pete Earle will lead off the bottom of the 5th. So Earle, 2 singles and a ground out. And Brewer still on the bump for Eau Claire. I think he's going to have to stay there. They've only got 1 reserve for Eau Claire as Earle gets ahead in the count 2-0. The pitch from the lefties outside. He has struggled with that off-speed pitch. You can tell it right away when it leaves his hand. Earle ahead in the count 3-0. The pitch inside for ball 4. 4 straight pitches. And Earle draws the walk. Chandler Schmidt steps in. Schmidt on the afternoon. 2 doubles, a single. And Parker Week is the courtesy runner for Earle. So big afternoon for Schmidt. Run scored. He's 3 for 4. Brewer with the throw to first. And Week back in plenty of time. Thad Brewer on the mound for Eau Claire. The pitch is away for ball 1. Brewer will throw back to first, and Connor Lysy will keep Parker Week honest over there. Week, the courtesy runner. And the pitch from Brewer. And a snap throw. As Becker will do the snap throw to Lysy at first. Week back in plenty of time. Schmidt gets the sign. And he's had the count it's 1-1. My bad. And the pitch. And they call the balk. So Week will advance to second. Two and one to count. Remember, on a balk, it's no pitch. He kind of had that hesitant delivery. The umpires saw something that wasn't correct, and that pitch is high for ball 3. Schmidt ahead in the count, 3-1. Parker Week at second. Brewer checks the runner and delivers. Strike 2. So the count is full for Schmidt. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hit to O'Connell at short. And Feck gloves it. And gets the out. Week slides in on a close play. As Connor Lysy gunned it back to Sam Feck. And Week slid under the tag. So one away here in the bottom of the 5th. Logan Homolka. He is He is 1 for 2 in the afternoon with a sac fly, a ground out, and a double on the afternoon. Parker Week at third. And Homolka at at the plate. And he slaps at the right field. And Redwine, it's way over his head. It's off the wall. 1 run will score. And Redwine's going to, and a triple for Homolka. A triple and an RBI as he hits that ball off the right field wall. It's now 11-4, Marshfield. So a triple for Logan Homolka off the right field wall scores a run with 1 away. Dane Dietelm steps in, and we're going to have a pitching change, we believe. Yes, we are. So Thade Brewer will be replaced on the afternoon. And we're going to see who the pitcher is going to be here. So Jack Redwine will step in to pitch here. We'll take a moment here for a commercial break, and we'll be back after this.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at U.S. Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's U.S. Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Keep moving ahead with the summer tire event at Sherrill Tire and Service Center through July 2nd. Up to $150 in rebates on Goodyear tires with a Goodyear credit card subject to credit approval. The summer tire event at Sherrill Tire. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
Doing some tallying up here. On the pitching line for Thad Brewer. So far, I've got him down for 4 1/3 innings, 12 hits, and gave up 11 runs. Jack Redwine is now pitching for Chippewa Falls, goodness gracious, Eau Claire. It was just a switch, correct? Pitcher, right fielder? Okay. So we have a switch from right field to pitcher as Thade Brewer now will move over to right field. And Redwine, the lefty, will face Detail. And Detail swings and misses for strike one. Only one reserve this afternoon for Eau Claire. Swung on by Detail's popped up. Is it playable? And no, it's not. Down the first base side, Connor Lacey gave chase but ran out of real estate. Redwine delivers. Gets away from Jake Becker. Logan Amoka at third. One out here. One run is in for Marshfield. Redwine from the stretch. Ground ball to Calvin Lacey, but nobody's covering first. And Homolka will score. Gonna have to give him a single. And an RBI. Redwine didn't get over to cover first. Redwine delivers, ball one. This is Riley Bauman batting. 1 for 3 on the afternoon. 2 RBIs. So take that back. There was no pitch. I wondered because he didn't look like he was pausing. Strike one. So 0-1 the count. And that line shot right up the middle past Redwine. And here comes Detail racing in to score. Second run of the inning for Marshfield. Wheels falling off the Eau Claire bus here. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Or 3 runs are in with only 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th. It's now 13-4. Nick Urban, the center fielder, steps in. 2 for 3 on the afternoon. Ball 1 to Urban. Jack Redwine on the mound for Eau Claire. He delivers. Two and 1 the count. Or 2-0 the count, excuse me. Ball low and away. Ball 3. So Urban ahead in the count, 3-0. The lefty for Eau Claire comes set, and the pitch. And ball 4. Got runners at second and first. No, they call the balk. You have to come to a discernible pause in your delivery, and Redwine does not do that. Watch very carefully if you can pick that up on your screen. And the pitch. Strike. Now it's 3-1. You've got to come to a pause when you're in the stretch. When you come, bring your hands together. There you go. That's better. And another walk. Colton Schillinger steps in. Schillinger on the afternoon. 2 singles, a hit by pitch, a stolen base, 2 stolen bases, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. So he's had a pretty busy afternoon. Runners at first and second with 1 out. 3 runs in already here in the bottom of the 5th. Ball nearly gets away from Jake Becker. Becker knocks it down. 1 more run, and we will be completing this game via the 10-run rule after 5. And the pitch from Redwine, high, ball 2. 2-0 to Schillinger. Riley Bauman at second, Nick Urban at first, 1 away. And the pitch. Strike. 2-1 the count. Redwine delivers the pitch. Slow and inside, ball 3. So Schillinger ahead in the count, 3-1. Runners at first and second for Marshfield. And the pitch. Swung on. It's going to get through the hole. It's short and third. And that's it. So Marshfield, post 54, will pick up the win here this afternoon, 14-4. The winning run knocked in by Colton Schillinger. An RBI single. 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th leads Marshfield to the win this afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, it's now my pleasure to talk to you about Nasonville Dairy. Time now for Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Nasonville Dairy has fresh cheese curds made daily. NasonvilleDairy.com.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
If you have a fear of overpaying, you have FOOP. But don't worry, switch to US Cellular and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G, plus no activation fees. So you can stream, capture, and post without FOOP. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S25G at US Cellular. Choose fair.
Northside Computers is Marshfield's US Cellular store. Visit us on South Central Avenue in Marshfield for the latest Samsung, Apple, personal cellular devices, tablets, and more. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted Best Pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli bacon cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
Hey, we're back here on the field. We've got Nick Urban here to my right and Coach Josh Metz to my left. Let's go to the coach first. Coach, what were some of the key points of this afternoon's win?
We hit well. The bats came alive for us over the weekend, and that carried over into today. So anytime you can put up 14 runs, I mean that's all you can ask for as a coach. So and Cam, he didn't have his best stuff on the mound, but he battled through it and gave us 5 innings and was able to get the win. So
how many runs in a row have you had now, sir?
4 straight. So yeah, we dropped the first 3 of the season, and it was a tough start. The bats weren't going. We were grinding, but you kind of we got a lot of talent. I mean, it wasn't, you didn't want to panic too much. Baseball is that type of game that if we knew if we got one or two big hits here and there, it would start to come. We grinded out a win against a pure 4-0 win on one hit, and I think that kind of sparked us, and it's been going well now since then. So
looking ahead, who do you have coming up the rest of the week?
Tomorrow night we're at Hudson. Wednesday we're here against Wisconsin Rapids. Thursday we're at Merrill, and then over the weekend we're back in Eau Claire for a tournament. So a lot of baseball coming up. We pretty much play every day for the next 2.5 weeks. So it's going to be a lot of baseball here.
Well, congratulations on the win, Coach.
All right, thank you.
We go to the defensive standout, Nick Urban. Nick, what were some of the keys that you looked for this afternoon, first at the plate and then out in the field?
At the plate, I just made sure to keep a good approach up there and look for the pitches that I can hit well. And on defensively, you just got to read the ball. And our pitcher was pitching a good game, and just a few weak ones came out there and made a few other plays, but that's about it.
I was going to say the wind was kind of tricky this afternoon. I noticed that some of the Eau Claire fielders had a little trouble trying to get under the fly balls. What were your opinions on that?
Well, we just all played deeper on the game, played a little farther back, and adjusted with it. We knew the ball was going to carry on us, so we just had to get back on it and get that extra step to make those plays that made the difference throughout.
Okay, thank you, Nick. Now it's time to do the In the House, if we're ready up there. He's ready. Go ahead, Nick.
I'm Nick Urban, and I'm in the house.
Oh, let's do it one more time. Take the mic.
Okay.
Take it over.
I'm Nick Urban, and I'm in the house.
All right. Thank you, Nick. Thanks, everybody. We'll be back here again with another game coming up after this.